Hey guys, here we go. You might notice a little bit of a change in today's video, and that's because you're in front of me instead of on the side or this side or whatever. The reason why is because I typically use this fine Targus 4-foot cheapo tripod. The problem is that it's pretty tall, fully broken down, so I always have to look up to it. And so all my videos, just to let you know, I'm always going like this. So now you get to see how I really am, like this, because my wife bought me a Targus tripod. It's just a smaller tripod though. So it's nice, I can put my camera on it, and it's actually easier to put my camera on it and set it up and everything. Last week, Christmas, love it. First Christmas with the new baby. Emma didn't really care. Oh well, she won't care that much next year either, according to our children. So this was Chloe's first year that she really liked it, and I took a little video so you can see how excited and happy she is. Here you go.
Okay. Are you ready? Come on down.
Come see. Look at that, huh?
This is my first daddy I've never seen again.
Okay.
Upside down.
Open it.
That's mine?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Oh, and where is mine?
What is it?
I can't tell. Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Who is that?
Ariel!
We should bring scissors down too so you can open stuff. Oh, she's pretty.
Do you love it?
I should paint her nails too.
A what?
Oh, I remember those feelings, right? So other than that, I have to talk a little bit about weight. Weight. It's been a frustrating weight week. I've been in a lull for about 3 weeks right now. Not really losing a lot of weight, and it's been kind of depressing, to say the least. As you know, last week I said that I had lost 2 pounds, and before I'd been 388, and now I was 386. Well, here's the problem. The problem is I do what I shouldn't do, and I weigh in every single day. Sometimes twice a day. It's not the end of the world. I just really like that I can step on the scale and it goes down and it doesn't go up, and it makes me happy. And it's kind of, since this is the focus of this year, this is my primary focus, is getting healthy and losing weight and everything. It's like gives me that renewed purpose to say, okay, this is what I'm doing. And also I want to know like what's going on in my body. So they say, oh, only weigh in once a week, you're torturing yourself, blah blah blah, it fluctuates so much, and it does fluctuate. But typically when I tell you my weigh-ins, it's something that's been happening consistently, and I feel comfortable saying this is what it is. However, I've kind of slowed down. You can say I'm losing some inches, but I'm not losing dramatic inches at this point. I still can't fit in those 54s, if you're wondering. I can fit in them, but they're just like, it's like fat man skinny jeans. So yeah, I'm kind of like, oh wow, I can feel everything. So it's really awkward. Um, Eventually, I will be able to fit into them. So I weighed in for a couple days, and for those couple days, I was doing 386. And so I felt comfortable telling you 386. Here's the problem. I posted the video, and that night, now remember, I say the next day, it's typically whatever it says on Wednesday, but I posted last week's video on Tuesday. Typically, it is Wednesday that I say, okay, this is what I am, whatever number is consistent. The next day, I was back up to 388. Actually, it was like 388.9, so you can actually say it was 389. So if I would have done the video on the right day and everything else, I would have told you I didn't have a weight loss for that week. So, kind of depressing. However, the really bad part is it seemed like every day after that day that I got on the scale, it was saying I was 390. And that was even worse because that was a gain of 2 pounds from what I'd been the video before. So that means that was something kind of crazy. Well, I'll just say that's crazy. Truth and honesty is, I believe that it was my first true, real, actual lull. Like where my body was just like, okay, we're going to chill for a second. The good thing is it put a fire under my butt. I've been working out consistently for the entire month of December. But I've been kind of doing the personal trainer that I was meeting with was just, I don't know if he looked at me and kind of was like, you're big. And I think his thought was, how can I keep this guy coming and keep this membership at this gym for as long as possible and not make sure he doesn't get burnt out. But he doesn't know who I am, so he knows that that's not really going to happen. Like, once I get into the workout stage, I'm going to work my face off. And so he had me on a really weak workout schedule. He had me doing one set of 10 reps. The treadmill was like, he didn't want me to hardly do anything on the treadmill, just like walk 20 minutes, like walk 20 minutes. And I'm just like, man, you don't even know me. You don't know how much I can handle. I can handle so much more than that. So after a couple weeks, I started saying, okay, this is done. I'm going back to what I know. And what I know is I have a lot more capabilities than what this guy wants to give me. And I'll be honest with you, he works and he's always watching me, and you can just tell he's ticked. And I don't know why, because it's none of his business, but you can tell, like, he just kind of gives me that look, and he talks to everybody, but he will not talk to me. And so, kind of irritated him a little bit. But the thing about it is, I've had tons of compliments at the gym from people that are going consistently. And there's a lot of people that are saying, hey, can you teach me how to do what you're doing? And can you show me that? Or, hey, how do you do that? Hey, what is that thing that you're doing? Because I do a lot of the things that kind of hang up in the corner and no one touches. I do those kind of deals. And so with this weight non-gain, maybe possible weight gain, I had made a decision that I'm really going to step up the bar. And I am going to seriously commit myself to working out every day. Because I know how to work. Working out every day it can be difficult for a lot of people, but if you know what you're doing, you can work out every day and still get a lot out of it. Some people work out every day and they end up just doing nothing for themselves because they're doing the same thing because all over and over and over again. And that's not what you do. So I'm doing it. I have a day where I do cardio every day, but I do one day where on my off days, I still go and I just do an hour of cardio instead of like 35 to 40 minutes, what I typically do. I do a full hour or more of cardio, and that's been really helping me. In fact, to the point where as soon as I made that commitment, every day I get on the scale, I've lost a pound or two. And so I stopped that weird spot. So now my weight, the longest tangent ever, right? Well, it wasn't really a tangent. I was going to talk about it the whole time. I am now 385. So that is great. And that's an 85-pound loss. So I'm getting closer to some of my goals I set now, and that feels really good. Um, so with that loss and everything, it's just going to keep coming, keep being more consistent, and I'm very happy. What I'm making sure that I'm doing when I'm doing cardio is making sure that I'm setting in my weight in the machine that I'm running on, either whether it's treadmill, elliptical, stairmaster, anything like that. Whatever I'm doing, I make sure that I'm entering in my weight so that I can watch my calories being burnt. The machines are never perfect, and so I know that I'm sometimes burning a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. So what I do is, multiple nutritionists have said, within your first year of gastric bypass surgery, you typically are only able to really eat around 400 to 500 calories a day. So I make sure that I burn 600 calories. What that means is that my body is still getting what I need. It's getting the nutrients, everything else, but the calories, it's being forced to burn my fat and take that off. And since I've watched that and since I've taken care of that, it's been amazing to see that now I finally got the right formula to lose the weight. A couple things that I have, I didn't bring one of them up with me to do this video, but my wife bought me a heart rate monitor. It's a great thing to have because you can work out what your target heart rate is for your age and weight and all this kind of stuff, and make sure that all your workouts are getting there. In fact, what I found is I don't need to necessarily run anymore, even though I like to run because it feels good to run now. What I've been doing is been doing a really fast pace walk, like around 3.5 miles an hour, which is probably more of a slow jog, if you will. But what I do is I give myself about a 3 or 4 incline when I'm doing, say, like the treadmill. And so what I'm doing there is you burn so much calories when you do that. I can get to my target rate doing something like that consistently, where it's just trucking along. I can get my target calorie burn within, gosh, I think it takes me about 25 minutes. And then on top of that, my heart rate, because I do that incline, my heart rate is right where I need it to be to get to burn fat and to burn calories, but also to help my heart and to get me healthy on the inside too. And so that has been phenomenal. Second, what I've got, and I've got it here, is a pedometer. The hospital had given me a really crappy generic one, which there's nothing wrong with that. This one's nice. It's a little bit more sensitive. I find that the one that the hospital gave me, the cheapo one that's just stamped with the hospital name on it, it's a little bit, you really have to make sure you get a good walk in. So I find that I almost have to snap it onto my shoe. I can't just throw it in my pocket or on my belt or whatever and get an accurate read. This I can get an accurate. This I can get an accurate read off of. The reason why I like this, unless you're going to spend $300 or $400, you can't get a heart rate monitor and a pedometer built into one watch. That sucks. But when I put this in my pocket, one of the things that I'm also working on is I've been doing some step aerobics, which I've taken the word aerobics out of it, and I'm now calling it step training. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm a guy, and but I got my wife a step for Christmas, and I'm using it more than her. but I got some weights and everything, and I've been doing that, and this can keep track of that a lot easier, so I don't have to count. This can keep track of that a lot easier, and I can see what I'm doing. And also I can add in, this does miles, so I can say, how many miles a day am I walking, or steps am I taking, and everything, because I want to make sure that when I'm at home and not in the gym, I'm doing about 3,500 steps a day. And that's like, well, why would you want to do that? That's a real good way to make sure that you're not living anything below, I think, 3,000. You're considered to be kind of, I forget what the actual word is. It's almost like lethargic or whatever. Like you're just you're not living a very healthy lifestyle, and you're just kind of immobile, and it's not good for your body, your heart, or nothing. So it's not benefiting me throughout the day to not work out. So one of these has been great. I think I bought that at like MC Sports for like $9 or $10. So I bought it a while ago. But my wife luckily was like, "Oh, I had that thing," and I'm like, "Give it back." Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.